Welcome to the home of the Big Red and the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky and Bowling Green. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team looking for its first win, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The give on the option. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Western Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hilltoppers will punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to throw, it's Fowler. Got his man on the outside. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They feed him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. It's a running room. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. On the option. They go to the ground. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. Get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hodges. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Fowler. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Reads it, fires complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
At the 36. Brings up second down.
That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wideout. Wants to fire on second down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Looking for a huge play. He hauls it in, and nobody's close.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Fowler. That's caught. It's Johnson. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Michigan is just getting blown off the field right now. We've been watching big games in the Big House forever, and I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Penn State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got him. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Hard running there. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
And the Hilltoppers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The option look. He'll toss it. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So an 82-yard drive there. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Fowler. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Lost one deep down the right side. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Momentum is such a real thing in college football, and scoring that touchdown here in this 2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the 2nd half.
And the extra point is good. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got his man on the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Hilltoppers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Firing to the right, complete. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense.
Here we go.
He'll set up to throw. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half.
This one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Parker? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for them?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hilltoppers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
Let's go!
Making side adjustments here.
On the ready.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
On the play.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dropping back, it's Fowler. It's complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. All by himself. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. The give to the tailback. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Touchdown, no! And that one will give him the lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Noles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Fowler. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line, where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Snags a quick pass on the left. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
You got two.
Back to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Trying to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. to the air. It's Fowler. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. Touchdown Seminoles. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. They extend this lead and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hilltoppers want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their look.
There he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Looking downfield on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Wideout trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They're going to run it. Touchdown, WKU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Fowler. Makes the grab on the left. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Noles will line up to punt it away.
17 on to punt it away.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run.
Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Hilltoppers want to pick up the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't.
Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to...
Turning it on! He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. They boot it away on fourth down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to make magic with his feet.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes the grab on the left side. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job